Well, Stu, prediction time, my friends. What sort of game are you expecting against West Ham, and how do you reckon Town will do? 4 games unbeaten going into this one. Can they make it 5? What do you reckon?
Do you want to have a quick discussion around the Town team before we get
Yeah.
onto predictions? Yeah, I guess there's a Schmodix or Clark is probably the big sort of selection one in terms of who gets the nod there. Clark did really well against Villa. Schmodix has scored at Man City and is a different type of player in terms of an out-and-out goal threat. But I think Clark's dribbling and ball carrying ability against Villa gave Ipswich a different dimension. So I would imagine Jack Clark gets the nod, but that's probably the toughest decision. And then obviously there's some unknowns in terms of those injuries that we've touched upon. Prediction time, as I've already said to you, I'm really struggling with this one. I tried to sort of come up with some predictions for the next block of games ahead of Villa. I had Villa down as a 2-0 loss. Was very pleasantly surprised by the scoreline and the performance in that one. Villa go and beat Bayern Munich in midweek, which shows you, what an achievement last weekend was. So I did originally have West Ham this game down as a narrow defeat. I know we've talked about it maybe being a good time to go there, but they have got good players. But the Villa game has just given me a little bit of extra boost of positivity. So I've upgraded that defeat to a draw. I think the run of draws will go on. I think any draw away from home in the Premier League is good. So yeah, 5 draws in a row I've gone for. Ross, 1-1.
Wow. I want to see that as a stat fact. When this, if it does happen, look back at if it's ever happened before, 5 draws in a row in the Premier League. That would be a new stat to look back on. I'm just so positive and so confident about this Town team, and I think this one is just a perfect game going into the international break and to get that win. West Ham will be a tough game, it'll be a tight game. Maybe West Ham may take the lead in this one, but then Town to come back and win 2-1. That is my prediction, ladies and gentlemen. So Town's first Premier League win in over 2 decades is going to be at West Ham, but it's going to be a tough game. But I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, players who are going to stand out. I think Liam Delap, hopefully he is fit. He'll score again because why not? He's this man I'm backing every week, Stu, the score. He's also in my FPL team, so I'm hoping he gives me some points, and hopefully that will be the right transfer to make. But any other business, Stu, going into this one?
No, I don't think so. No, I'm just looking at this West Ham team there now. You've still got Antonio, Bowen, Souček, Paqueta, Kudus, and then on top of that, they've added, Somerville and Fulkrug and Rodriguez, Kilman, Wan-Bissaka. So a good team, but if there's ever a time to go to West Ham off the back of 3 straight home league defeats, while they're still bedding in, while there's a little bit of anxiety amongst them, now is the time for Ipswich Town to go there, especially off the back of last weekend's performance. And I know Kieran McKenna rightly is saying we're never going to be euphoric about drawing games of football because we've been used to winning for so long. Wouldn't it be nice to get that winning feeling back going into the second international break of the feeling of the season, and what a boost that would give everybody going into some massive home games against Everton and Leicester coming up either side of Brentford away after that. So very early in the season still, but this does feel like a crucial little period, and excited about what the weekend could bring.
Indeed. Well, bring it on. If you're going to the game, enjoy it. If not, follow the coverage with us as always. Me, Stu, AJ will be there to bring you all the bases. So, thanks again for watching another edition of The Boot Room, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.